I want to be able to send an email to a user if they come into the application and create a new account. Because right now, if you remember, if we go back into the user implementation, you can see here in the register function, I'm simply logging the password. And I don't want to keep doing that. I want that when someone comes into the application and register for a new account, I want to be able to send them an email. And we should definitely not be logging this password here at all, because there's a reason why we're actually encoding this password, because we don't want anyone to be able to see it except for the person who registered with us. So that's exactly why we're encoding it and saving the encoded password in the database. So instead of doing this here, logging it here, we need to have a way to just send that, raw password to the user so that they can only have it and no one else can see it. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. So to get started, I need to actually define some properties for the email. So I'm going to go into the constant class and then define those properties. Now, before I do that, I want to say that you can define those properties in this properties file, the YAML file. You can actually do it in there. But this time, I'm just going to do it in a simple Java file. So I'm going to create that new file in the constant package. And that's the class. And I'm going to call it email constant. I'm going to go ahead and just type everything out. I don't want to sit down here and bore you so you can see me typing all of this because they're just constant. So when I'm done, I'll come back and then I'll walk through all the properties. So I put all the properties in, and let's go ahead and walk through them. So the first one is the transfer protocol, which in this case, the simple mail transfer protocol. And I just define it here. The second one is going to be your username. Now this username is going to be your full email. And for this one, I'm going to be using Gmail, right? So this is going to be your full Gmail email. Okay. And then here you're going to have your Gmail password, and then you're going to have a from email here. And I just made this up. This is not real. I just made it up. And then this is going to be CC email. So for now, I'm just going to leave this blank, and then the subject of the email. And again, I just made that up as well. Just add new email here with our name here. And then I have the mail server. In this case, that's going to be the Gmail server. That's this string right here, which is smtp.gmail.com. And then I have the host, the authentication, and then the port. And then I have a default port, which in this case is an int. And then I have the start transport layer security. I'm going to enable those. So I'm going to set them to true. So I just set them here, defined as constant. So this is, very straightforward. There's nothing crazy going on here. So I'll show you how we're going to use this in the next videos, and then, be able to send the email using those properties.